You've heard of Zeus, the thunderbolt thrower. You've heard of Poseidon, ruler of the seas. But what about the brother who got the darkest domain of them all? Let's talk about Hades, the god of the underworld and honestly, one of the most misunderstood figures in all of Greek mythology. Hades was born to the Titans Cronus and Rhea, which already tells you his life was going to be dramatic. Cronus, his father, had a nasty habit of eating his children to stop them from overthrowing him. Yeah. Zeus eventually put an end to that, rescued his siblings, and together they took down the Titans in an epic war called the Titanomachy. Once they won, the three brothers, Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades, divided the world by drawing lots. Zeus got the sky, Poseidon got the sea, and Hades, he drew the underworld. Not hell, mind you. Hades doesn't punish the wicked, that's more the job of the Furies. He rules over the dead, yes, but he also keeps the balance of life and death. No drama, no chaos, just order. He's not the villain pop culture made him out to be. In fact, in ancient Greece, Hades was respected, sometimes even feared, but never outright hated. People wouldn't even say his name out loud. They called him Plauton, meaning the wealthy one because all precious metals and gems came from beneath the earth. Hades was literally rolling in riches. He had a few key powers, his infamous Helm of Darkness, which made him invisible. He used it during the war with the Titans, by the way. And his bident, the two-pronged staff that marks his role as king of the underworld. And of course he had Cerberus, his massive three-headed dog that guarded the gates of the dead. You weren't getting out on his watch. Now the story that made Hades really famous, the abduction of Persephone. Some say he kidnapped her, others say they were in love and made a secret deal. The myth says he saw her in a field, fell instantly for her, and took her to the underworld to be his queen. Her mother, Demeter, the goddess of the harvest, was not having it. She caused a famine that threatened all of humanity. Eventually, a compromise was made. Persephone would spend part of the year with Hades and part with her mother. That's how the ancient Greeks explained the seasons. When Persephone returns to Earth, spring blooms. When she goes back to Hades, the world grows cold. And yes, Hades loved her. Unlike Zeus with his, let's call them, Hades was loyal. He ruled quietly, kept to himself, and ran a realm that no one else wanted to touch. His most quoted phrase? Well, the ancients didn't leave us many one-liners from Hades, but he's often associated with the idea that grim but true. No matter who you are, king or peasant, Hades waits at the end of your story. And if you're wondering where you can see him in the real world, there aren't many surviving statues of Hades, since Greeks were reluctant to worship or depict him too often. But a few do exist, like the statue of Pluto, the Roman version of Hades, in the Vatican museums, or dramatic artworks in Naples, Athens, and various archaeological museums across Europe. So, the next time you hear the name Hades, don't think of some cartoonish villain in blue flames. Think of the god who keeps the natural cycle of life moving, the quiet king, the ruler of shadows, the keeper of order in the world of the dead, not evil, not good, just necessary.